Workers at an Amazon facility in Bessemer voting today against forming a union. The push to unionize has been a contentious topic. According to a Wall Street Journal tally of votes, about 70% of warehouse workers voted against the measure. The union, seeking to represent the workers, is expected to appeal the votes and accuse Amazon of breaking the law in how it handled talking about unionization with employees. If the vote had been approved, it would have been the first in the U.S. for Amazon.